Very interesting. Probably playable now. Let's try the wizard for like a little bit. Swap over to the wizard. Swap over. Uh,
You must choose my skill.
Thinking should I swap this over? Probably swap this over soon because I'm gonna empower first. It's at 80 right now. I'm gonna empower this time because the wizard can't go as far for right now. I'm gonna empower.
Still waiting.
Did it? Did it get cleared? Okay, it did.
I just won.
Starting to the 104s are starting to be not good enough for my resource.
A powerful enemy we have laid low. Not ready yet. Evaporate abomination.
But I'm playing 104 because I'm empowering conduits.
Need more time.
This way, I think so.
I am unstoppable.
Wait,
I must wait longer. Your defenses are nothing. Still waiting.
nice circle I went, I guess. Don't even know if it's that way or that way.
Need more time.
Up. Should have revealed. Wasted the conduits for this elite. Should have been for this elite.
Your grave awaits.
So this is really bad for my pylon.
I'm
Like,
just
there's like
warming
no
up.
pylons. And then
Not ready yet.
the Rift Guardian decides to spawn all the way back. I mean, it's lucky that I play with Aether Walker. For now, anyways. I need another amulet, otherwise I have to share
I am returning to town.
eventually.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Most impressive.
Oof. Interesting compass rose, I guess, just to like hold.
Need more time.
Nice porcupines.
Not ready yet.
Field.
Still waiting. I'm just warming up. Not ready yet.
Next floor. Okay.
Need more time.
Elite hiding.
Your grave awaits.
Tower.
Still waiting.
He's shielded
Your
up.
grave awaits. Need more
The
time.
Rift Guardian has found it.
You have triumphed.
Monk weapon.
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
I need to go back.
Well done, champion.
Well done.
Terrible. Alright, so it's at 90. I think this is the last 104.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
Oryx.
I wish I could do that.
going everywhere, ruining pylon spawn points, perhaps.
I must wait longer. I am so good. I astound myself.
Not gonna waste potential monsters.
How does that feel?
Field and power again.
I wish I could do that.
Very
I
interesting.
am unstoppable. Not ready yet.
Double grotesque. This is done, right? Yeah. I even had an orb there that I just reached. Trying to find the next pylon. It's too far, I think.
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
I am returning to town.
I grant you the power of your
My
Never ancient. I have an ancient one already, I think. Right? Yes. Spending on orbs or helmets. Decisions, decisions. I think it's helmets.
That's too bad. What a steal. Such a brave soul. Don't forget, luck always changes. Fate smiles on you to see you soon. Do come back again.
Just one. Okay, so that's already done.
prove yourself
So 109.
Still waiting.
Leaks.
I'm just warming up.
Another elites.
Visible vengeance must come.
explosions. Power.
Need more time. I am unstoppable.
Channeling.
Still waiting. Your grave awaits. I wish I could do that. I am so good. I astound
Another
myself.
blue. Maybe over already.
Not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
I am returning to town.
100.
Your trial is complete.
Most impressive.
Focus and restrain and COE. Really? All 3 rings? Non-ancients. Hey Xerox, how are you doing? Or interesting. Thank you. Currently ranking up my spare trapped so that I don't have to share the same trapped. D6 is sad. Wow, that's a sad one. Yeah, I'm just ranking up the masters. Nah, it's just a little bit of like positioning gameplay in the rifts. That's all. So need to move up again. Probably 113 is kind of an odd number. Just do 114.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
I wish I could do that.
Okay, elites. Half dead. Mm-hmm.
Need more time.
Yeah, earlier I was playing on my Demon Hunter and got the spare trapped a little higher, and then now I'm just using the Wizard because the drops were not too good. I got my Primals earlier, but it was a Shadow Gloves and the Mickey Mouse Amulet.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, so I decided to swap over to the Wizard. I get to empower some rifts since it's lower rifts than the Demon Hunter. Even though this build is a little stronger than the God set, however,
I wish I could
my
do
gear
that.
on the gods is so much better.
That feel.
Juggernaut. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still trying to gear. I'm still trying to prepare for the 150. I mean, I haven't been playing that much. You can tell. My Paragon is 1.4. I don't play that much at all.
Nicely done.
Oh, it got killed.
I am unstoppable. I wish I could do that.
Elite Conduit's ending. Oh, Blood Shards? Yeah.
I must wait longer.
Yeah, I'm trying to prepare for the LOD version. I need a power pylon. I need the helmet, ancient helmet.
Your grave
That's gonna be
awaits.
quite nasty. I mean, it has
They're
been.
waiting. If only they could see me now.
Another elite teleporter. And do a square anyways. I think it depends on your total crit, right? And then also for wizard, generally speaking, your arcane power on crit is important, especially when it comes to single target. So most of the time it's crit.
I'm just warming up. I wish I could do that.
So that you can get an extra
Rift Guardian
meteor,
to run.
I wish I could do that.
especially against the Rift Guardian. Because if you run out of resource on a single target, you still lose out damage.
You have triumphed.
If you don't have resource issues, then it's the meteor is fine as long as the meteor is like your So whenever we think about the meteor thing, generally there's like three spots, right? So if you're going for a meteor, you better have 45% or like you're working towards the 45% if you're specifically wanting meteor damage. Now, if you are lacking, like completely lacking, like between the orb and the boots, right? You don't have a second meteor, then the second meteor is important. So there's two options, right? One is, are you behind on meteor damage because you want at least 30%, the two slots out of three. When pushing, you want at least two slots out of three. Now, if you are thinking about the third meteor, the problem with the third meteor is whether have enough crit to get back your arcane power, which is your orb has to have the right amount of stuff, like the arcane power on crit, the crit chance that you may not get a chance to play on the helmet. So then your orb has to have the crit as well. So your orb has to have crit hit chance, uh, APOC, the arcane power on crit, and the meteor, right? So now it has to be a trifecta like this one. So what it does is that if you're lacking of meteor damage to get to the 30%, you need the meteor damage. But if we're working on the 45%, right? Then you have to watch uh which Rift Guardian you're fighting. Because some Rift Guardians you don't get back enough. Now, of course, we also have to understand um when we play the last pylon, right? Yeah, for the Tal Rasha side it's easy because the Tal Rasha side has meteor damage already. So for me I have to have crit hit chance because my amulet doesn't have crit. So I'm using crit here is because my amulet doesn't have crit hit chance. Because if I had crit hit chance here like 9%, right? Let's say 9% on average, right? I mean, I could be using the crit hit chance there and then swap to the meteor, right? But then I'm also missing elemental damage. So yeah, but I played so when I played this Tal Rasha, I was playing like this. My GR 130 was actually first try. I actually made back time. When I was doing the 130, I was behind time because I was using a Tal Rasha amulet, right? And I was using Aether Walker. So I'm like super weak. Like this setup is the weakest setup you can do. And so it was I only augmented like way later for my 126 onwards, right? And I'm missing a lot of ancient pieces. So I'm like the weakest possible version to play. But I did first try 130. Yeah, most people do. Most people do. I don't like the in jump way. I like to be able to like control how I want to play the elite packs. I don't like the elite hunt.
I am returning to town.
I don't like to depend on the elites
Excellent.
because you want to practice the Oculus rings, you know? Like eventually you need to practice for Oculus rings. There's like no reason to be speedy. Your damage is a lot of loss based on how many Oculus rings you cannot play. Especially like later on too. If you're so used to the in jump, then your push will be bad if you have to play the non-teleporting version, right? So you want to make sure that you get yourself um like into the mode. Yeah, you want to get used to it. So I mean, I had been working on I was gonna do I think 118.
Enemies of the moon surround you.
Need more time. I must wait longer.
Another elite.
Need more time.
Of course, it had to be a juggernaut. I mean, I wasn't really planning on the skip necessarily. Ah, right.
Still waiting.
That's nice.
You dare attack me?
Yeah, your gear looks solid then. So if you, yeah, so it comes down to like you're fine with the ring then, because you have most of the strong items after. So you just have to make sure your weapon is a good one,
Not ready yet. You dare attack me?
because when you go for the ring, then you need a good weapon. Shield.
I wish I could do that. I am so good. I astound myself. Need more time.
Okay, let's keep going.
Not ready yet.
Power again. Hmm, what do I have around here?
I'm just warming up. Still waiting.
Okay, I see another elite. Take that now. One down. Oculus ring. Two down. Three.
Not ready yet. Didn't see that coming, did we? Need more time. How does that feel?
Alright. Next. Last is speed for the boss.
Still waiting.
The Rift Guardian is here.
I must wait longer.
This guy. My arch nemesis. Of course, he somehow managed to get where I went.
You have a gem?
I am returning to town.
Oof. That was a 90% there.
Well done, champion.
Most impressive.
Multiple orbs. Both non-ancient from the bottom left. Twister weapon, not good enough. Another non-ancient Halo. So sad. It's a 79%, and it has to be non-ancient. If it was ancient, I would be using it. So sad. That's really sad. If only it was ancient. Oop.
Don't be
Alright, let's
shy.
continue the
Looks
helmets.
nice on you. Hello there. See you soon. Well, it's a good paperweight. Anything could happen. What a steal. Well, isn't that nice?
Wow. Alright, so this is more caught up now. Probably stop empowering. I need a one. Yeah, I need a 122.
Enemies
This will be slow.
Not ready yet. I'm just warming up. Need more time. Your grave awaits.
Man, this feels like a juggernaut. It was. Yeah, I had a feeling it was a juggernaut, even though I'm like obviously slow,
Didn't see
but
that coming, did
but
you?
it felt like a juggernaut as soon as I was playing
Need more time.
because I kind of like felt like I targeted it quite a bit, and it didn't feel good. So I was like, it must be a juggernaut.
Still with it. If only they could see me
But
now.
I'm kiting it anyways, so 22% speed.
I wish I could do that.
I think the juggernaut is gone, or some other one is gone. I don't know. I have so many elites in here. One of them is illusionist.
I am unstoppable.
Yeah, the juggernaut went down already. I think the illusionist is next. Yep. Okay. Nothing. The, the game turned already.
Your grave awaits.
45%. Alright. Just double check. Alright. It's interesting follow-up.
Not ready yet. Didn't see that coming, did you?
And at least it's not a juggernaut. Alright.
I am so good. I sound myself.
Conduit. Middle conduit. There's an elite pack. Let's use the ring first.
Not ready yet.
Alright. There was another camping elite. Corner.
I'm just warming up.
Everyone gonna get together? Alright. Let's play.
I wish I could do that. Didn't
One
see
down.
that coming, did you?
2 down. Okay. Shield to end.
Still with sound myself. I become
The Rift Guardian
I wish I could do that. I must wait longer.
Alright. That wasn't too bad.
You have a gem?
I am returning to town.
There's always a 90% sitting around because I can't go too much
your
higher each time.
Mighty set.
But it's fun strategically, you know? Like when you play your pylons. And that's another reason why I don't really enjoy doing just speeds. Is because I want to like plan out and do the moves naturally. So that when you actually play, you don't have the problem. Unless you're always playing teleporting anyway, right? That's why I don't like the in-jump way. It's nice, like, it's smooth and nice, but it doesn't help with timing your Oculus rings, positioning yourself for the Oculus rings, like automatically. Like the problem isn't about well, we know how to push. It's not about knowing how to push. It's more about the natural instinct to consider or not consider an Oculus Ring and how to potentially maximize the number of Oculus Rings you can get per elite pack that you fight, right? That's the that's the idea of why I play slower rifts. Like you can be as fast as you want by choosing the right tier number to match up with whatever you think you want to spend your keystones on. But that's just thinking in keystones. I'm not playing the game in keystone. Well, I'm playing the game in keystones to use the least amount of keystones. But when somebody plays for the time, then all you're thinking about is the keystones, right? Instead. And I'm not playing a game for thinking in just dumping keystones. Like the whole game revolves around dumping keystones in general. Because what do? The town is not a town, right? Because you don't want to be in town. So the goal is just dumping keystones. Now, I, like my mindset is when playing this game is not dumping keystones. And that's why nobody watches me for time attack and I don't do time attack is because I don't enjoy dumping keystones. Ghostly Trio, that's nice from the density gameplay.
Still waiting.
Not bad. Up here, there's an elite, I think. You guys see an elite. I may not even play the elite. Because the density's already gone.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Not ready yet.
Hmm. There's another elite here. Soul Lashers. It's pretty painful.
Need more time.
This might be a little too painful for me.
If only they could see me now. I am stronger still.
How much health do they have? They're like half dead? That's bad. It's health link though. Don't think I have enough Oculus rings.
I must wait longer. I'm just warming up.
Okay. It's down.
Still waiting.
Okay, good. Channeling. Bean.
Not ready yet.
Just play it.
I am unstoppable. I must wait longer.
Okay, Oculus ring under my feet is nice.
Astound myself.
What was that? I took the elevator, I think. I took the wormhole. I was like sliding. Another elite. Oh, I don't like this elite
I wish I could
type.
do that.
Hmm. I think one is about to die. Yep. I think the next one's about to die. How much health is this one? This one looks terrible to fight. Okay, I got the power for it, I guess.
Need more time.
Okay. Is there anything else for the power pylon though? Like nothing.
Not ready yet.
This is a sad power. Okay, it's down.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, this is a really sad power. Don't think I want to stay there.
Still waiting. I am so good. I astound myself.
Conduit.
Do that.
This is like pretty over.
I am unstoppable.
Don't even need this elite. But I'm already here.
I am strongest.
The Rift Guardian is here.
I must wait longer.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Ah, there goes the fails.
Your trial is complete.
I didn't think I could get any better.
Non-ancient pick sticker. A 1.5. Wow, really? A strength one. That's hilarious.
You must choose my skills.
What strength Templar's using right now?
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested.
Okay, perfect. There's strength one for you. Alrighty. Well, anyway, I think I explained a lot.